I'm approaching Spencer Road in Earlsdon, and from here I'm going to cycle to the Canal Basin near Coventry city centre. Initially I'm going to follow the waymarked cycle path down the side of Spencer Park here. The leaves are really building up and they're quite wet, so I'm going to have to be very careful. Wet leaves, ice and mud on the road are always very dangerous for cyclists. I'm not going to risk going past this vehicle. I'm now approaching the bridge over the railway line and Central 6. The leaves there build up very heavily in the autumn. I'm going to have to be very careful, it's very wet and slippery. My front wheel almost went then. I'm now off the network rail part of the bridge and the leaves disappear. The cycle is coming. I did look over my shoulder before pulling to the left. Past this pedestrian with care. And also the top of the steps coming up from Central 6. And down the ramp. Again being careful at the bottom. And across and down the cycle lane, this one-way lane, down the side of the road, trying to make sure I don't get car doored by one of these parked cars. And I know from a previous ride that there isn't a drop curb here, and now I've got to make this remarkable manoeuvre of 180 degrees around the end of this barrier. And I see there's a girl on a bike coming up. This should be interesting. Two-way traffic in theory. Around we go. Pedestrian ahead in the cycle lane. Giving way. And down this cycle lane, a cyclist coming. Now at the end of here, at the end of going under the ring road, I'm going to swing left to head for Queen Victoria Road. I'm not going straight ahead to that shared space. Entire family in the cycle lane there. My apologies, I missed that track on the left, which I had intended to take. And I now find myself on a pavement, which I do not like doing, it's illegal. And there's a lot of wet leaves. It was a very silly mistake. And here's the end of Queen Victoria Road. I'm going to carry on straight along Queen Victoria Road to Corporation Street, along Corporation Street and then left up Bishop Street and back to the ring road. So far it's only taken me about 4 minutes, but as we'll see, the ride, rather than taking me about 7 minutes, takes me about 12 minutes or more into the inside lane. I don't want the car park. Here we go. (20-mile-an-hour) limit. Buses, taxis and bicycles only, straight ahead, that's good. Coming up to the end of Spon Street, St John's Church. You can start to see why it's taken me more than 12 minutes rather than just 6 or 7. Past 2 of the buses. Not for long. I see this is a National Express bus. That's the Belgrade Theatre. Making progress. Says bus lane, but I presume I can cycle in that. And once again I'm stuck. We're off. But not for long. There's a bus coming the other way. And at last time I'm at Bishop Street, where I'm going to turn left. Clear road ahead. But as you can see, the top end of Bishop Street is a no entry. I looked at this on Google Earth before I came out, and since the photographs were taken for Google Earth, it's been resurfaced. But on Google Earth, on the old surface, it shows a double yellow line running all the way up the left hand side of the street. So I see no reason in principle where there shouldn't be a one-way cycle lane, I beg your pardon, up this top end of Bishop Street. But the real obstacle to getting to the Canal Basin now looms ahead. I've got to go over a whole series of ramps and over a bridge to get there. I'm not quite sure at the moment just which way I go. This way. Again, it's no cycling, so I've got to start walking over the bridge. I hear, and it may be just a rumour, that there's a possibility of a toucan crossing being placed here at the top of Bishop Street to get across to the Canal Basin. If that were the case, then from a cycling and walking point of view, that would make things much better. All I can suggest at this stage is that if you want to watch me walking over this bridge, you can do, but I'm walking for the rest of the journey to the canal basin, which is just on the other side of the road. This is going on and on. I'm at the top. Not very good walking in modern cycling shoes with external cleats. It seems to be much shorter down this side. Maybe it's just an illusion. Gentleman there dismounting and walking, good for him. And here's the canal basin. I'm not sure where to go, whether or not I can cycle in there or not. I'm not sure. I'll take to the steps past these tame pigeons. And here I am in the basin. Beautiful spot, wonderfully restored. Credit to the city. It's just a pity it's so inaccessible. I remember coming here to the record office many years ago, which I think is the only time I've been here previously. I could have cycled in, but there's a chain across stopping cars.